Jai Shri Mannarayan kids. Today we are going to analyze the and discuss the paper 22nd January shift to Physics JEE Mains 2026. Let me start with the physics one. The physics is easy and formula based. That's a typical PYQ one. And the chemistry is moderate. It's a moderate, or better say easily moderate, tricky. Some 7 questions are very tricky. No, this will really decide some the rank things. The maths difficult and lengthy. It's a very lengthy calculations. Because of this maths, your overall percentile will happen. For a very low marks, you're going to get a good percentile because of this maths very difficult and lengthy. Calculations are more calculations are involved. Okay, now we'll discuss about the marks in percentile. For 84 marks, 92 percentile. I think this is the lowest marks till now. There's a fourth paper, what we're having. Then next, 98 marks, 94 percentile. And if we can get total 107 marks, it is 95 percentile. And the total marks is 116, 96 percentile. And the threshold which will put for all NIT and triple IT is 130 marks, 98 percentile. Even it may go to lower values of this. It can even less than 10 marks, 120 also you can put it at 98 percentile. So in fact here, students who has first picked up the physics, took more, then chemistry, then last maths, they have scored well. Those who first started with maths, no, I think a little bit got troubled and the score got decreased. So here, the easy paper, moderate, difficult one, what you pick up is something very important here. So how do I come to know easy or paper? So what my best suggestion is, 10 questions you solve. By the time when you solve 10, you feel it's like a difficult, lengthy, no? Then immediately switch over to chemistry. There you solve 10. You feel it's easy. Then solve 10 questions of physics. Roughly what happened? Around by solving 10 questions from each subject, we'll get some basic picture like what is the range of the paper. Then the difficult one, push to the end. And next, what you have to do, save time from easy subjects. After saving that time, what you should do, you have to put that to the difficult paper. Like this, the grand total you can increase. Once again, I'll repeat it. What is the strategy you have to follow? First 10 questions you solve, you don't know whether easy or difficult. Then immediately switch over to the next subject. Next. Then by the time what will happen? 10 when you are able to solve, or 8 you roughly you have estimation that maths is difficult. So therefore now what you do is like work out chemistry, physics, save time from here 5 or 10 minutes, from here 10 or 5 minutes. So together 20 to 50 minutes save from these two subjects. Then that extra 20-50 minutes when you put for this, you can improve your very good score here. Though difficult, if you spend more time, your score will improve. This is one strategy is what you should follow to increase the grand total. Difficult paper, you have to spend more time. Easy paper, you have to solve maximum questions in less time. Efficiency of paper solving. Unless you don't use this strategy, not possible. What students will do? Difficult paper, easy paper, they solve 1.5 hour. Donkey brain. Huh? Easy paper, you have to solve in less time. Difficult paper, you have to take more time. Fine. So something 99 percentile, we are getting 153. Will be surprised. Maybe it will be lower value. This 145 also may come. 140 also will come. This is the paper. Till now, the lowest for 98% of the lowest marks in this one. We'll see further. Okay, there's a rough estimation from the student feedback and most of the teachers when interacted, no? And this is what they have given the average like this. We'll take the next Physics weightage. What are the physics weightages are there? Mechanics, 7 questions only. LCT maximum, 8 questions. Modern physics, 3. Atomic physics, photoelectric effect, and next is asked matter waves. Optics, 3. Then thermal physics, 2. Waves and sound, 1. As usual, experimental physics, 1. I think this paper he has asked more about you check the secondary syllabus, 8, 3, 11, 14, 14, 15, 16. 16 questions from secondary syllabus. This advantage, and most of you just know 4 5 months back, 6 months back studied. Very useful. So, like this, the imbalance papers will come. You have to prepare all, remember formulas, and almost all formula based. The entire physics is a very good score. You will get very easily here. Next, again, what is the weightages like physics type of questions? Numerical based, all these are formula based. 5 questions as usual in every paper it is there. Next, in objective type, again there are 13 questions on formula based. Once again, I am reminding you formulas, how important it is, formulas. This is, you can see from the paper here. 18 questions are directly based on the formulas. So concepts and formulas, if you know also, you can manage. Out of 18, at least 14 you can manage. To this extent, in JEE Mains is being designed a paper, almost all the same scenario. Objective type derivation. Morning shift, it was more, here it is less. Some situation where you have to derive the equation, what you get, you have to check for options. Then conceptual, where it's not a numerical, not a formula, where you have to analyze through concepts, you are going to work out this particular problem. Assertion, reason, surprise, 3 questions. So I think these two are just related to the theory part, and these are related to the formula part. Formula come theory, that one. So once again, all writing the shifts, 23, 24, 28. Revise all formulas and concepts. You can really manage physics very, very easily. Okay, students, let me enter into the paper solving. Paper, because of maths, it is really tougher. Even if you solve 10 questions also maths, very good it is. To that extent, the paper is being asked. 10 questions, even you solve maths 12 also is very good score, you'll get it. Fine, because of the maths, no, the paper has become very tough. So let me go for the solving physics paper. Those are writing the 23, 24, 28. Within less time, you have to learn numericals. You can't spend hours together. Those who are watching this particular video, in less time, go through all this, learn, and immediately what happens, you carry on this formulas, revision of formulas and concepts. Don't spend time more on watching videos. Not advisable. Okay, I'll start with that. Let me take out the video. Okay, we'll start like this. The first question is based on the waves and sound in an open organ pipe. Third and sixth harmonic frequency differ by 3200. Find the length of organ pipe. Anybody can solve this problem very easily. Open organ pipe. This open organ pipe. I'll draw the diagram. Through diagram, I'm trying to explain. We have to calculate the length. Length will not change. There's a tuning fork is there. Same tuning fork? No, different tuning fork. F1, third harmonic, sixth harmonic. Open organ pipe, third harmonic means half loop. 2 full loop, 1 half loop. Sixth harmonic, 5 loops, I didn't draw properly. Okay, fine. Then this will be lambda by 4. Length equal to 3 lambda by 2. Lambda 3 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. How many loops are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the length of each loop? Lambda by 2, and 2 off loops are there. So this will become lambda by 4. Length of each loop I'll show here. This is again lambda by 4. Total length will be how much? 6 lambda by 2. Lambda 6 by 6 half loops, 6 full loops. 6 loops are there total. So this, what you can write, 3 by 2. Lambda will become b by f3. This will become 6 by 2 b by f6. This is telling f6 minus f3 3v. Okay, this is only 3. No, 3v by L, 3v by 2L. Speed of sound 320. Okay, we'll get the length 15 meter. Solving based on the waves and sound and organ pipes. Now we'll take the next question. A ring of radius r meter rotating with 100 radians per second about its diameter. It is present in a uniform magnetic field perpendicular to plane of the paper. If EMF produced in the ring when it has rotated by 30 degrees. Now we have the ring here. We have the ring and it is going to rotate about this axis. Is asking specifically, it is rotating with what is this given omega it is. How much omega? Omega value is 100 radians per second. Radius r, and there is a magnetic field everywhere. In exam you can't draw a diagram, you should imagine. Here to make students to think I am drawing the diagram. Okay. No, there's a B bar. First we'll calculate the flux linking it. Flux linking equal to BA cos theta. BA, what is A? A will become pi r square cos omega t. This omega equal to angular velocity of the ring. No, this is the ring about this axis. This will differentiate equal to d phi by dt minus d phi by dt. Minus of minus, this will become ba omega cos omega t. Again, this is equal to number of turns. He has given only one turn, no? It's not a coil ring. B omega. Again, I'll bring cos theta back. Sin omega t, sorry. Derivative of cos omega t will be minus omega sin omega t. B value 0.5. Area of cross section pi, radius pi r square, omega 100, sin theta 1 by 2. EMF value, how much given EMF? 15.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3. We have to calculate the radius of the ring. This radius of the ring will be in millimeter. Calculate all, we'll get this 14 millimeter. Calculations, you have to be careful. Pi, sir, what to do? Pi will be 3.14. I checked it, will come 14. We'll take the next one. This is again based on electromagnetic induction. I'll increase the size. Okay, fine. Now we'll assume the electromagnetic induction and inductors based on. First, let me read the question. In the figure shown below, switch S is closed at t equals 0. This is a switch. Find the reading of ideal ammeter just after switch is closed. Just after means how the inductor, it will behave like a short circuit or open circuit. Open circuit. There's ammeter. There's a cell. Where all inductor you have to put open circuit. 9 ohm. 9 ohm. This is L1 with L2. 9 ohm. 9 ohm. 9 volt. And this 9 ohm. Current will flow only in these branches. Not at steady state. We are discussing at t equal to 0. At t equals 0, what will be the circuit? Circuit will be where all inductor is there, you have to put open circuit. This is a basic concept. No. A tube carries 1.6 ampere current as length 2 meter and cross section area 0.2 millimeter square. If potential difference of 2 volt is applied and number of electrons per unit volume is 5 into 10 to the power of 8, mobility of electrons Now what is asking now? Mobility of electrons. I think this problem based on the current density. This is a current density and basic Ohm's law. Then what is the formula for current densities? J equal to eta E Vd, and this is the expression for current density equal to I by A. And what is Vd equal to? Mobility into electric field. Do you know electric field? 2 volt is applied. Actually, it is like this. There's a length L. 2 volt is applied. Here electric field. Then electric field, what you can write? Applied voltage V naught, I'll write it. So this will become I by A eta E mu V naught by L. Is asking mobility of this I L by A eta E V naught. Substitute all the values. Okay, we'll get this one. What is eta? Eta is this symbol. Electron density or electrons per unit volume. Remaining all things are known for us. Area of cross section given, current given, length given, potential difference V naught given. Easy one. Huh? Next again. A capacitor. P of capacitance 10 microfarad is charged to 6 volt, is now connected to another capacitor Q of 20 microfarad. Q has no initial charge. Find the charge on Q. Charged capacitor connected to another uncharged capacitor. The concept based on capacitors charge sharing. Okay, now there's one capacitor there. There's another capacitor. We'll call this as C1 or CP, you can call it. This as CQ. Ten microfarad, 20 microfarad. It is charged to 6 volt plus minus. Now what is asking? After closing the switch, we have to calculate the final charge in both the capacitors. So what will be the final charge in both the capacitors? Here it will be Q1 minus Q1, Q2 minus Q2. Here Q0 minus Q0. Q0 value will calculate. Q0 equal to Cp into 6. This will become 10 micro into 6. 60 micro. Finally, both will have same potential. So Q1 by Cp equal to Q2 by Cq. So Q2 equal to 2Q1. Charge of these plates will be conserved. Okay, fine now. What was the initial charge of this? Q naught, and this was 0. What is the final charge here? Q1, and this is Q2. So we'll conserve the charge now. Q naught plus 0 equal to Q1 plus Q2. Q naught is how much? 60 micro. Q2 will be Q1 plus 2Q1. Q1 equal to 60 micro by 3, 20 microcoulomb. 40 microcoulomb. 4 into 10 to the power of minus 5. This will be your answer. I will take the next one. Statement 1. Time period of revolution of the satellite around the Earth depends on density of the Earth. Time period of revolution of the satellite is just above the surface of the Earth is given by. Then we'll go for directly the time period. What is the time period? Time period is equal to 2 pi r by g. That's a generalized formula, no? What is g is equal to gm by r square. Mass equal to density into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Substituting all this, r g value will be g by rho two pi is time period inversely proportional to root of density. And there's a basic formula. Okay, fine. So both are correct statement, and in fact, and statement 1 is correct explanation of 2. It should be statement 2 should be correct explanation of 1. I think some. Because of this time period only, we got this equation. The problem is based on gravitation, subtopic, motion of satellites. Third one, sorry, seventh one. 3 identical bubbles, each have same charge Q. They combine to form one bubble. Find Vi by Vf. Initial volume to final volume. This is again what we should do for this. You must conserve the volume of the bubbles, no? 3 bubbles are there. 3 identical bubbles, each have same charge Q. They combine to form one bubble. So what will be the conserved here? Volume of the bubble or the drop? Fine, these are potentials. These are potentials. Ratio of potential. To form one bubble. I think drop, I think it's a drop. 3 identical drops. Now this is the drop, plus, this everything will become this one, capital R. The radius of the drops, let it be small r. Okay, initial volume 3 by 4 by 3 pi r cube. Mass should be conserved. Mass equal to density into volume. Density equal to density into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Mass will be conserved. Huh? So 4 by 3 pi r r is equal to r into 3 to power of 1 by 3. What is the potential of this V? Let this be V naught. Initial potential. What is the initial potential? Initial potential will be Vi is equal to KQ by R. They're having a charge. What is the charge of them? Q, Q, Q. This total charge will be small q, capital Q. Capital Q equal to again 3Q. KQ by this is VF equal to KQ by capital R. This will become capital R by small r, Q by Q. This will become capital R by small r, 3 to power of 1 by 3. 1 by 3. 3 to power of 2 by 3. This will become 1 by 3 to power of 2 by 3. Let Vi the, what is Vi? Potential of each small drop, some information. This is based on the electrostatics, electric potential, electrostatics. Question number 8. A pulley has mass 30 meter, mass 30 m. There are two blocks of mass m into m. The speed of 2m when it descends by distance of 3.6 meter. Even the radius of the pulley also will be given. R equal to 2 meter or 1 meter. The pulley is also having mass. This will become mg, 2mg, tension T2, here T1, here T1, here T2. When it descends by 3.6 meter. So decrease in potential Ng of block 2m, 2mgh equal to increase in potential Ng, mgh, plus kinetic energy of each block plus rotational kinetic energy of the pulley. So this will become 2mgh, mgh. This will be 3 mv square by 2. Moment of inertia of this will be like a disc. Pulley has mass 30 m r square by 2. Omega will become b square by r square all divided by 2. mgh b square by 2. R square get cancels. 2 30 by 4, 15 by 2 mv square. 15, 18, 9 by 2 mv square mgh. V equal to 2agh by 9. G we have to take it 10. H will be 3.6 by 9. 0.4 to 9 4 ja 8 meter per second. So here pulley is having mass, radius. What is R? R is radius of pulley. You have to consider the rotational kinetic energy of the pulley also. And this is actual question. This is based on rotational motion. Find the dimensions of, we are doing the find the dimensions of expression F naught E by T, where E is electric field, T is the time, and F naught and permittivity. All these dimensions we have to determine. Next, we'll do one thing. We know E equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. So this epsilon naught into E will be Q by 4 pi R square. That will get it. Then this Q what you can write? Charge current. So this will become IT by 4 pi R square by T. F naught E by T. I by 4 pi R square. This will become A L square. T is a time. Based on dimension analysis. Tenth one, this is based on the alternating current. Transmission line. Sir, what do you mean by transmission line? The one which will transmit the power. This is one line. Next, we are having the and power delivered when the potential difference find efficiency and the power delivered is telling us. Here how much of current will flow we don't know. 2 ohm, the total resistance, and power delivered is. What is the power losses? First we'll calculate the current. How much of current will be? Current equal to power by applied voltage. Power will be 1000 by 250. 4 ampere. Then losses, power losses. This will become I square R. 4 square into 2. 32 will get it. 32 watt. What is the power input? Total power input. The power input will be 1000 plus 32. 1032. And power output will be 1000 watt. So efficiency power output by power input 1000 by 1032. Approximately 96.9% will come. It's based on alternating current or current density. 11th one, based on photoelectric effect. A metal has work function. He has given work function. When exposed with micro monochromatic light, maximum contingent of photoelectrons found to be 0. Find angular frequency of incident light. So it is directly the formula K max equal to HF minus work function. This is 0. Angular frequency is asking omega by 2 pi. Work function 110 into 10 to the power of minus 20. What is the value of H? 6.64 into 10 to the power of minus 34 2 pi omega. Solve for omega. Per second, all these are. We'll get this one. K max, sir, why K max 0? Let's not bother. Because we are condition given such that threshold frequency, the incident frequencies of the incident radiation is having threshold frequency, therefore K max will be 0. Okay, fine. So you should not bother about anything. Why 0 here? 12th one. This problem based on SHM oscillations. In simple pendulum experiment, gravity G is determined by the time period. Which of the following graphs is correct? Okay, we'll write down the equation. Time period of pendulum is given by what? T equal to 2 pi under root of L by G. Now T square equal to 2 pi L by G. We have to plot L by T square graph. 1 by T square. Huh? Will be okay, fine. He's asking the relation between 1 by T square versus L. 1 by T square versus L, it will be rectangular hyperbola. L by T square, this will become G by 2 pi, this will be constant. So L into T to power of this will be constant. So this will become rectangular hyperbola. 1 by T square is a value and L is a one value. If you're getting confusion, write Y and X. I think this you're going to write G by 2 pi, this is a constant. So XY rectangular hyperbola. This based on the semiconductors, logic gates. For the given logic gate, circuit, select correct option corresponding to each input. Better to write Boolean equation. It will be A, B, AB, AB whole complement, C, D, OR gate C plus D. This will become AB whole complement, C plus D. call this is say some p, this is y, p equal to ab whole complement dot this this will become ab whole complement dot c plus d, and whole complement of this one. What is y? Y is p complement because of this not gate. Then this will become ab complement dot c plus d whole complement, ab double complement plus c plus d whole complement will become c complement d complement. Now which will satisfy corresponding to each input. Select correct output corresponding to each input. What we have to calculate? Which will satisfy that one? Huh? Something I think. Select correct output corresponding to each input. Huh? Among them, which will satisfy this one? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 will become. This will be. Will be 0. Not possible, no? 0, 1 will be 0. 0 here. A and B 1, 1. 1.1 will be 1. Here 1 complement dot 1 complement will be 0, 0 dot 0, 0 will be 1. Okay, will satisfy. 1 dot 0 will be 0. This will be 0. Something the output y should be given properly. Yeah? What is the value of y? One dot 0 will be 0. 1, 1, 1. Output should be 0 here. I think the question should be like this. Huh? Which inputs will make that to be 0? 1.1, 1. Not possible. 1.0, 1 dot output should be 1. I think some question correction is there. Let me assume for y to be 1. The final output should be 1. 1.1, okay. And what will be this? Okay, I think we'll go for this one. Select correct output corresponding to each input. Oh. My God, now I understood question. For all these inputs, we have to check what will be the corresponding output. Even okay, now we'll start with this one. 1.1, 1. And what will be this here? 1 complement 0, 1 complement 0, 0.0 will be 1. Okay, here this will be 1. 0, 0, 0. Okay, there's a Boolean expression is what we needed first. 14th one, based on surface tension. In case of capillary action, if surface tension of the liquid, radius of capillary and density of liquid decreases by 1%, then percentage change in the height of level of liquid inside the capillary. Or the formula for capillary 2 into surface tension by rho gr 2t cos theta. Now the percentage in height of the level of liquid, dh by h equal to dt by t, radius of capillary and density of liquid by 1%. Radius and density. Radius of the liquid changes, surface tension changes, density also changes, radius also changes. Liquid level inside the capillary. No, which will be positive, which will be negative. This will be negative. Will be decreasing, will be increasing. Decreases by 1%. Okay, now it's telling decreases by 1% each. Then percentage change in height of the liquid will be decreases will become positive. Okay, here decreases, this will become negative. This will be positive because they are in numerator, no? This will become minus 1%, 1%, 1%. This will be 1% only. These are denominator negative. When it comes numerator, negative of negative will become positive. I'm making things clear. This quantity decreasing. This quantity negative of negative will become positive. So they are in the denominator. A very strange way of asking this. Okay, we'll take the next one. Work done by F from R1 to R2 is given by this formula if F is conservative. There are infinite ways through which we can go from R1 to, and work done for each case will be different for conservative force. Will be same for conservative force. And work done equal to Fr if F is conservative force. What is the work done? Work done formula will be F bar dot dr bar. In closed path, work done is 0 for conservative force. This is not a closed path. These are wrong. Will be same is telling different. It should be same. If they're same, it would have been true statement. This is also wrong. There's a definition. Work done for conservative path in closed path will be 0. Next, this based on the optics. For non-parallax in concave mirror, what should be the position of object from the pole? Beyond focus. Non-parallax means, what is actually meaning of this? If this is the mirror there's a focus, center of curvature. What should be the position of object from the pole? Non-parallax. If object is kept here, O1, image will be here. If object is kept here, O2, the image will be I2. But if object is kept here, image will be I3. O3, I3 are parallax. O1, I1 and O2, I2 will be non-parallax. O1, I1 and O2, I2. Non-parallax. Parallax means O3 and I3. What do you mean by parallax? They should be erect. Okay, done. We'll take the next one. This question based on diffraction. For single slit diffraction, we increase the lambda, keeping slit width constant, width of central maxima increases. What is the expression for width of central maxima? If this is the diffraction, this is screen, here we'll get like this. And this is the this is lambda. Now what is the expression? If we increase the width is telling something. What are the type of questions? Now this based on the directed diffraction concept. Any formula for width of the diffraction? Width of central maxima. Width. What do you mean by width? Which width? This particular width. Okay, fine. Here, this is W. This is equal to lambda 2 lambda capital D by small. If we increase lambda, keeping slit width, if we increase lambda, keeping slit width constant, what the slit width is D. Symbols, D it is. If we increase lambda, keeping slit width constant, width of central maxima increases. Correct statement. If we increase lambda, keeping slit width constant, the width of central maxima decreases. Wrong statement. If we keep lambda same and decrease the slit width, width of central maxima increases. If we keep lambda constant, this you decrease, this will increase. So therefore, this will be correct statement. Next, if we keep lambda same and decrease slit width, width of central maxima decreases. I think it is purely mass based. If increase lambda by keeping it with same, intensity of central maxima increases. No. Just based on the this particular thing. Regarding the intensity, in my video I explained, just check it. I can't derive that expression for intensity of the this one. The intensity of this depends on the slit width. The intensity of the central maxima depends on the slit width. If hydrogen atom, for hydrogen atom, shortest wavelength of Lyman series is 91 nanometer, then find the difference of minimum wavelength of Balmer and Paschal series. And this question is based on what, like, if shortest wavelength for Lyman series. Lyman series will become 1, no? And shortest wavelength will be 1 square. So first we'll write mathematically 1 by lambda infinity to 1 is equal to r 1 square infinity square. Lambda to infinity to 1 will be r. Okay, there's a one equation. For Balmer, shortest wavelength. Balmer means again for 2. R by 4. For shortest wavelength of Paschen, find the difference of minimum wavelength of Balmer and is asking this difference. No, this difference will be lambda infinity 2 minus lambda infinity 3 is equal to r by 4 minus r by 9. This will become 5r by 36. R, this value we know it. 91 nanometer. Substitute that 5 by 36, 91 nanometer. Nearest value will get it. And this based on atoms. A very easy formula based. And this already we have discussed. This also we have discussed. Based on center of mass, system of particles. Total kinetic energy of system can be written as sum of kinetic energy of individual particles from ground frame. Total kinetic energy can be written as kinetic energy of center of mass plus kinetic energy of individual particles in center of mass frame. We'll do one thing, I have to explain. There are particles M1, M2, M3. They're having V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. Mass M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. In the ground frame, what is the kinetic energy? M1 V1 square by 2, M2 V2 square by 2, M3 V3 square by 2, M4 V4 square by 2, and so on. In the kinetic energy can be kinetic energy of center of mass plus kinetic energy of individual particles. Now the center of mass of system will be here. It will move with a velocity vc. Then here, how we write here? Velocity of 1 with respect to center of mass equal to v1 minus vc. Velocity of second particle. So therefore, kinetic energy of the system in the ground frame is equal to kinetic energy of center of mass plus kinetic energy of the system with respect to center of mass. This will what we'll write. Kinetic energy relative. This is KR. This is KCM. This is kg. Both are correct statement. And there's a definition. An ideal gas at pressure, temperature, volume. If the volume of same gas at temperature, find out the pressure. I think based on the KTG, P1 V1 T1 equal to P2 V2 T2. Ideal gas at pressure 2 into 10 to power of 5. Temperature, volume 60 centimeter cube will become 60 into 10 to power of minus 1 centi 10 to power of minus 6 by 273 by 300 is equal to, if volume of same gas is at temperature, what is the new pressure is asking? Volume 20 into 10 to power of minus 6 at temperature 77, 273 plus 77, 0, 1, 5, 350. Okay, the new pressure will be this much. And based on ideal gas equation KTG. Again, based on the rotation motion. Mass of rod is 20 meter. If both the particles stick with the rod after collision, then find V by m. Here omega is velocity of the rod after collision. Length of the rod is 12 meter. Now this question is based on the conservation of angular momentum concept. We have to apply it. It is hinged length of the rod 12 centimeter and hinged about its center O. About this only will conserve the angular momentum. Call this is R1, R2. Initial angular momentum LOZI equal to LOZ of initial angular momentum 2mv R1 mv R2. After collision, the particles will get stuck to it. This particle 2m will get stuck here. This is 2m. This particle m will get stuck here. Mass of the rod is how much? 20 m. And together it will rotate omega like this. Okay, this will be R1, this will be R2. What is the final angular momentum? I naught plus 2mr1 square mr2 square into omega. Easily solvable. What is I naught equal to? Length of the rod is L, 12 centimeter. I naught equal to 20 m L square by 12. Can you solve this? Only calculations are there. Intensity of this one. Okay, I think they're a very simple problem. It is based on the question number 24, no? I think I discussed it. Okay, fine. Okay, there's a based on EM waves. Find the magnitude of amplitude of magnetic field. What is the expression for intensity? Will be b square 2 mu naught into speed of light. Directly substitute all the values. Speed of light, mu naught value will be 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. This is a mu naught value. This is based on EM waves. Last one. There are two different, let me read. There are two different gases in two different containers, A and B. Gas has temperature T and pressure P, and number of molecules per unit volume in gas A is N. Gas B has temperature T and pressure P, and number of molecules per unit volume is N. Mass of gas A is 4 times of B, and size of molecules of the size. The collision frequency. Okay, rate of collision. Number of collisions per second. And that particular formula is what you have to bring it. Collision frequency has to be this one. So here one, these are the molecules. This is vessel A, vessel B. Temperature T, pressure P is N. Here this also pressure P, temperature T. Mass of gas A is 4 times. Then what is the collision frequency? We don't have any symbol. Collision frequency, will write it. Collisions, number of collisions. This formula will be 8 by molecular mass root 2 this is a formula. D is a diameter. M is a molecular mass. N is number of molecules. Mass of gas is 4 times of mass of gas B, and size of molecules of gas is half the size of molecules. D is a diameter it is. Okay, fine, you can mean free path concept from there it is not. How many questions are there here? Oh god. Let me 5 positive point charges, each having charge q are paired by a pentagon as shown in figure. The electric potential, and this one pentagon is telling Pentagon is there, diagram with me. Diagram not there, I'll draw it. Pentagon will be 5 sides, no? Pentagon, huh? Yeah. 5 positive point charges. The electric potential and the electric field is center of the pentagon due to the 5 point charges. Center of pentagon. Yeah, fine. Some maths, again, calculations. You have to be little bit good about the calculations here. Pentagon or hexagon it is. Potential, we have to add up pentagon. Oh, fine. Yes, I got confused with the diagram. This is R, this is R, this is R, this is R, this is R. What are the charges? Charges is Q, 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 Q. Potential at the center. 5kq by R. And the electric field will be zero. The resultant will be such that will be 0. Electric field will be 0 because pentagon equal. I drawn like this. Actually, it will come like this. The resultant field will be 0. Potential will be kq by r. 5kq by r. Wavelength of this ray optics. Wavelength of light in water is refractiveness of water. Find the wavelength of light in glass. This question is based on F equal to V1 by lambda 1, V2 by lambda 2, V1 equal to C by mu 1 lambda 1, C by mu 2 lambda 2. And the wavelength of light in glass, lambda 2 is equal to mu 1 lambda 1 by mu 2. Mu 1 4 by 3, 540 by 3 by 2. Solve it, we'll get this one. Okay, this is about the paper. Little bit easier. I am not good in calculation. Okay, it took more time. You can solve in very less time. This, in fact. Okay, students like who are writing 23, 24, 28. You have to prepare well. You have to prepare well and revise all concepts and formulas. All the best. Take care. Bye.